Hey, hey, spiritual hooligan, what is up? It is Matthew Ferry coming to you live from Central Park on this gloomy February day. A little bit of rain happening here. I'm just wondering, do you ever get lazy and you just feel like you can't take action, and you have maybe goals and dreams and ideas and things that you really want to take action on, but you just can't quite get the motivation to do it? That is an expression of a hidden motive to survive called lazy. And today I want to give you 4 ways that you can stop being lazy and start doing the things that are enriching, empowering, important, and valuable to you. And what you'll find is that when you overcome, that's not actually the right word, when you heal the imbalances in your consciousness with lazy, your mind starts to go quiet because you're doing the things that you want to do. You're in a forward motion versus a retreated motion, which is a way that causes the mind to react in a survival state. So my name is Matthew Ferry, and I am bringing you your daily enlightenment. It's your moment to pause, to slow down, to get connected to enlightened perspectives. I want to help you to quiet your mind and restore your peace right here in the middle of Central Park. In the insanity and the chaos of this city, we're going to quiet the mind and restore our peace together. So lazy, it's a hidden motive to survive. And here's the thing that you need to know about the hidden motives. I used to spend a lot of time trying to force my mind to go quiet through meditation and doing a lot of observation and doing a lot of breath work and just long meditative processes, etc., contemplation, that kind of thing. And what I found was I could get my mind to go pretty quiet, but then there would be these moments where all of a sudden the mind would just start taking off, start making me wrong, and tell me not to do it, all of this stuff. And ultimately I had to go deeper. And that's really what the rapid enlightenment process is about, is going deep into the mind and finding the motivation for it to speak in the first place. And it turns out that the motivation is consciousness. Consciousness is creating. And the mind is an aspect of what is being created. And it's happening automatically. It happens whether you want it to or not. In fact, if you notice, the dreams that you have are just consciousness creating, but there's nothing else going on with you. You're physically not doing anything, but oftentimes you'll wake up and there will be a dream there and you notice, wow, there was stuff happening even though I wasn't participating, for example. So anyways, I'm getting off track a little bit. Let's go back to this idea of lazy. Lazy is a hidden motive to survive. Greed, grudge, hatred, victim, illogical rules, humble, traitor, lazy, resistance, pride. These things, they fuel the mind. And when you're able to release them or correct the imbalances in the hidden motives, your mind goes quiet. So I want to talk to you about lazy today. So lazy, for example, it's avoiding activity or exertion, not energetic or vigorous. Those are the dictionary definitions. It's avoiding commitments. It's avoiding doing the hard things. It's seeking pleasure rather than doing what you're intending or what you want. It's seeking distraction rather than taking on that thing that might be a little more difficult but may provide you with a enhanced experience of life. So what I want to do here is I want to actually go through and give you some ideas on lazy, because lazy expresses itself in procrastination. Lazy expresses itself in rumination rather than actual problem solving or taking action on it. And oftentimes your inspirations are going to appear as really struggle filled. And this is all a part of a survival process called lazy. So Ty, one of my students, awesome guy, sent me a cheat sheet that he had created on all the hidden motives, and the last few daily enlightenments that I've been making, actually all here in the park, have been inspired by his cheat sheet. And these ideas, these 4 ways to stop being lazy, come to you from the rapid enlightenment process. So 4 ways to stop being lazy. Number 1, create discipline that is aligned with your inspiration. Now, creating discipline is an interesting idea. because essentially what you're doing is you're setting up a structure, and that's idea number 2. You're creating a structure that removes the optionality. The hidden motive is going to be like it's like you're wearing a parachute on your back and you're trying to run forward and it's pulling you backwards into resistance. And what you want to do is create a structure around you that provides you with a disciplined, focused way of going after whatever inspiration is coming through you. One of the fastest ways to quiet your mind is to actually do what you're inspired to do. And that's not easy to do because the world will tell you, get in line, do what we want, provide stuff for us. Your values are not important, your desires are not important. All of the, that is a natural, the survival world that you're in is one, it's an illusion, but 2, it does create a delusion within you that what you want is not possible and what you want is hard. So number 1, you want to work on your disciplines. But number 2, you need to create structure around your disciplines. And that's system, procedure, process, workflow. That's creating accountability, monitoring. What you'll find is that those very practical things begin to adjust the environment so that you're doing what is inspiring to you. And when you're doing what's inspiring to you, a smile goes on your face. When you have a smile on your face, survival mind goes quiet and peace reigns supreme. So cool. Number 3, and this is a trick that I use all the time for myself, is to lower the bar. Lower your standards. For example, Kristen and I have been traveling to Mexico, and we've really been appreciating it. And I live in Southern California, which is essentially a part of Mexico because you have all these immigrants that live among us. And I grew up hearing Mexican speakers, Spanish speakers. So many of my clients are Spanish speaking. So I decided I really want to take on speaking Spanish. But you know what? I've been saying this for a long time, and what I found was I was mired in lazy. Lazy was saying, it's going to be too hard, it's too much of a pain in the ass, you're too old, it's blah, blah, blah. And so I just set my intention to start to create a structure, and none of the structures that I was creating could help me overcome the lazy that I was experiencing. So my next tactic, if I can't do the discipline and the structure, my next tactic is to lower the bar so low that it's impossible not to do. And I found this cute little app called Duolingo. I don't know if you've ever seen it before, but it's really cool and really fun and really, it is actually just really cute. And you can do Spanish for 5 minutes a day. And so I am now 31 days in a row of 5 minutes a day of Spanish. And I will tell you that it is starting to work. It's really fun. I did the same thing with yoga. I wanted to do yoga, and 30 minutes was too long, an hour was too long, hour and a half was too long. So I lowered all the way down until I found what I could do, which was 8 minutes. And then I did 1 straight year of 8 minutes, and I thought, that's amazing. And then I raised it up to 12, and now I've been doing 12 minutes, and I'm 550 days in a row of yoga. I lowered the bar so low that my lazy wouldn't kick in, because my lazy was saying, well, come on, how much of a big deal is that? Same thing with meditation. I lowered it down to 1 minute. And I will tell you that after about 600 days in a row of meditating, where 1 minute was my standard, sometimes my meditations were going for 4 hours, because I just said to myself, as long as I do 1 minute, I'm fine. So everything after 1 minute is purely if I want to. And what I found was it got progressively more pleasurable and enjoyable, to the point where I was doing 4 hours at a time. Now I don't meditate for 4 hours at a time anymore. I meditate probably 6 or 7 times a day for 1 or 2 minutes. But you lower the standards, you lower the thing. And then finally, number 4 is to just admit that you're being lazy. If you'll just admit it, if you just go, I'm being lazy and I'm going to give myself permission to be lazy, and I'm just going to be lazy for a while. And then at the completion of me feeling lazy, I'm going to see where I'm at. Just admit it, Just be honest. Just go with it. Don't resist it. Just embrace it fully. And oftentimes when you embrace it, when you accept it, when you appreciate, I'm just lazy, it transforms. So my question to you today is, what are you going to do? Are you going to create discipline? Are you going to create structure? Are you going to lower the bar? Are you going to just admit it and roll with it? Leave me a comment below. I want to know what you're thinking. My name is Matthew Ferry, author of Quiet Mind, Epic Life. And the truth is, you watch this video, you listen to this podcast all the way through, it would make a huge difference for me if you would like this. Because if you like it, that tells these platforms this is good stuff, it should share it with other people. So if you like it, that'd be great. If you leave me a comment, that would be even better. If you share it, that would be home run. Those three things tell these big platforms this is stuff that other people should be watching, and then the algorithm will pick it up and help us to get the message out there. Help us, me and you. Let's do this, okay? You can also subscribe to my channel. I put out a new daily enlightenment every day, and you can be a part of our Spiritual Hooligans Facebook group. I'll put the link down below. Also, I'll put the link down below for the hidden motive release meditations. The lazy release is in there. That can be another thing that you can do. Thanks again for listening, tuning in, watching this daily enlightenment.